Hey guys, Dan for worldofmrgrey, Dan off the grey. I hope you haven't all left because I haven't uploaded for almost a week and a half. I think I've been ill. For the first time during this entire bloody pandemic, I finally got a cold, and I called it the man flu. When we say man flu, it just means we got a cold. Us blokes are big whiny babies when we get a cold. It's just the way it is. My voice is still just about coming back, just about. But I'm still like sort of all up in there a bit. But the rest of me is fine. My chest ain't rattling as much as it was. I had to have a few, COVID tests, just in case, but they thankfully came back negative. I did have another plan for another video before I got ill, which I'm still gonna bring out soon, but I just need to edit it. But I thought I'd ease myself back in with a bit of slap time. I like a bit of slap time, and apparently I haven't watched the last 8 videos of slap time. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna hopefully try and do a couple of videos over the next 2 days to try and make up for my absence. Christmas is coming. I have 1 week left in work. I'm so bloody happy. I'm so happy. Not for Christmas. I hate Christmas. I used to like Christmas many years ago, but not anymore. See, I'm rambling already. Someone in the comments said to me the other day that stop giving us your life story, bro. Just show us the damn clips. Well, unfortunately, back in 1986, when I was a young little Mr. Grey, I would be walking along, minding my own business, looking at the clouds, the sky, listening to the birds. And then one day I became self-aware. Self-aware of shit. Of people looking at me. And like I was this really shy kid who wouldn't say boo to anyone. Couldn't talk to girls until I got older. And then one day I thought, I don't give a shit. So there you go. Right, I am rambling now, so. Freaky footage leaves viewers baffled. Now these are my favourite ones of Slapdown because I always wondered, are they baffled? So let's find out. We have a kitchen ghost. Oh God.
Yeah.
How you doing?
This is Slapdown.
Today we're looking at some super
Look at that beard. My beard is. I've shaved mine.
Internet out. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content.
Just like this.
I'm
ready. I'm ready. For those new here, I pause a lot and talk a lot. Just saying. A kitchen ghost, look. We haven't had a kitchen ghost on Slapdown since my kitchen ghost.
Cam viewer Steve OC sent us
Steve
this
OC.
of home security footage. Over the course of several months in 2018, this viewer had been experiencing some strange activity in their home, and they seem to have the evidence to prove it. Take a look at what their home security cameras captured.
Oh, look. The drawer opens.
As you can see, all kinds of bizarre movement has been recorded.
It has. As viewers of mine know, a kitchen ghost video of my own got uploaded to Slapdown. Not by me, but mine was originally a masking tutorial, and I'd said, this is how you make a ghost video. And like, I was just making them of what I've seen over the years, kitchen ghosts. The same old shit, opening cupboards, opening drawers. I made my exact same kitchen exactly the same as those, and obviously it got uploaded to Slapdown. So it really shouldn't have to be me to break this clip down. You should know by now how these are made.
Doors and drawers appear to move all on their own.
In fact, look, going back to my original footage, my kitchen ghost, you can see various sections which he's using masking, by the way. If you could see various areas which have noise and others don't in motion, it's because he's like masked that part out whilst he's left that part sort of like at probably 50% speed. And I know I gotta get people on here, how can you prove this? You can't. Well, look, I can see it. I can see it. And you know, it's hard to show on a compressed video on YouTube, but I've shown myself exactly how to do it. And it's a classic way of doing it. Fixed camera, masking things out, putting things in, opening cupboards when masking yourself out like I've done. In fact, I'm going to link down below my own masking tutorial, how to make a ghost video, and you will see the exact same techniques that you'll see in every single kitchen ghost. Mellowbird started it all back in the day with the masking stuff, you know, but he still says it's real, but we all know it's not. But yes, so moving on.
YouTube channel Paranormies is quickly becoming one of the best paranormal
I had my little rant about Paranormies in the last video. I'm not going to do it again.
investigation channels on the site. They often travel to...
But what I will say... See, you can't bloody stop me sometimes. What I will say, they have been debunked many times by myself, by other people. You can see the cuts they use, the editing techniques, the masking they use, and they are trying their bloody damnedest to be mindseed, and it is showing. I find it... nothing against them personally, I really don't. I find them a bit cringe myself. I find them a tiny bit cringe, and if you're a fan of them, please, you know, I'm saying it in the best possible way of critique. It is a bit cringe. I don't dislike them, I'm just saying. They're desperately trying to be Mindseed's little brother. I mean, if it works for them, I suppose. But anyway, right, I promised I wasn't going to go on a rant about Paranormies.
Abandoned properties and other allegedly haunted locations looking for evidence of the paranormal. And more often than not, they catch things on camera that aren't easily explained. The Paranormies team were tipped off about the property when an eerie trail cam photo was posted to Instagram. Take a look.
We first became aware of Thomas and his cabin after he posted an eerie trail cam image on Instagram. The post has since been deleted, but a screenshot shows what appears to be a ghostly little girl in the middle of the woods near the cabin.
No.
Lead investigator Jordan.
Well, first thing, right, this is the thing that annoys me about this kind of thing, right? It's a trail cam. It's clearly a girl walking past. Why the massive assumption that it's a ghost girl? Why does everyone just jump? It's a ghost. You know, could it just be someone walking through the woods? Yes, absolutely. Is it a bit strange to be walking through the woods at night in a long white dressing gown? Yes, it is. But that's what I would say. You know, I don't know why the logical jump. It's not even a logical jump. It's a stupid jump, if you ask me. To jump to ghosts. It's a ghost. I'm not ranting.
Lead investigator Jordan recounts some eerie incidents that have happened to guests while staying at the cabin.
An ex-girlfriend of his who he brought to the cabin had to leave in the middle of the night after having the worst night terror of her life.
A night terror, by the way. Worst night terror of her life. Night terrors are real. It's a waking dream, so to speak, or like your body's chemicals are stopping you from moving while you wake from a sleep, and you think, oh shit, what's this? And then you start hallucinating because you're like half and half sleep, half awake. I've had not night terrors, what are they called? Sleep paralysis. I've had them. I still have them twice a year, maybe, possibly 3 times a year. But within me, a couple of seconds of me waking up and shit, what's going on? Because I know what they are now. Within 10 seconds, alright, I'm having one of those. I've never seen anything. I've never heard anything. It's just a paralysis thing. It's a weird thing to experience when you don't understand what's going on. But they're similar to what night terrors are. Where night terrors, similar kind of thing, but you see stuff. You see something at the bottom of your bed. I would shit my pants. I'm not gonna lie, right? Even though I'd know it was like a sleep paralysis thing. If I saw something at the bottom of my bed at night, poop may escape. But I'm just saying, that's a real thing. But again, that has nothing to do with ghosts. But anyway.
Things begin to get weird when the team hears a knock at the front door.
Whoa. This door or that door? It's this back door, yeah. It was this door.
See, the problem I have with... I know, I apologise, I'm going on a bit. But the problem I have with Paranormies is the same kind of problem I have with Mindseed. Is they take themselves so seriously when we know they're faking shit. They have been caught out so many times. And they like one of their episodes a while back, I think it's in one of my videos somewhere, they put the most shittiest black shadow dude effects in there, and it was the worst kind. It was Adobe Premiere beginner tutorial style shadow dude. And I mean, Slaptan's right. I am baffled. I am baffled. I just don't like the way they take themselves so seriously and claim it's all 100% real when we know it's not. That's what I don't like. If it's just for an entertainment show, fine. But they all claim it's like, they take us too seriously for me. I don't know. I'm weird.
Radio.
The Ovilus can do one as well. I'm not in a bad mood, I swear. I am still slightly low, so maybe it's affecting my
A short while later, the
my tolerance
seems to increase.
You can hurt that.
What's going on, dude?
Violence?
Then one of their REM pods goes off as one of the team members begins to feel unwell.
I got a bad feeling in here, dude. There it goes. Just as I said that.
Luke Skywalker used to say that all the time. And Obi-Wan, so, you know.
I gotta get out of here, man.
While investigating upstairs,
I'm just being a little bitch now,
right?
Notice, by the way, that I am not saying anything debunking style of this clip, because what's the point? What is the point? All the audio is, you can clearly insert it, which, again, they've been caught doing in the past. And the Ovilus stuff, I don't know, I don't know what that is. Ovilus, it's just a sound bank, which just spouts out words. And sometimes they get it right in the context of what you're asking or saying. You know, or if it doesn't say the word, this is the thing I don't like about the Ovilus, right? There you go, I'm going to break down the Ovilus. The Ovilus is a sound bank, right? And apparently it's supposed to pluck the words out the ether that doesn't exist, by the way. But they're supposed to pluck the words out of the air, whatever. And like, that's the ghost using that box, which I don't know how we would know what that box is, to speak. And like I said, sometimes the words that come out, they will sort of almost match what the person is asking, like, how old are you? And the Ovilus might say ancient or something like that. But a lot of times it's spouting bollocks. And even when it's spouting bollocks, I see a lot of paranormal investigators, and I'm not trying to shit on them, but I see a lot of paranormal investigators, when this Ovilus is spouting a load of bollocks, I don't know, for example, digestive. He'll spout the word digestive, and then the investigator will say, we just came out of the kitchen. In the cupboard was a packet of digestive biscuits. That means something. That's what it is. It's, what's it called? Confirmation bias. That's what it is. That's what the Ovilus feeds into, and I don't know why they use them. I'm a bit ranty today, I know. I do apologise. I'm going to carry on.
Try and make contact with whatever's residing inside the cabin. Watch what happens.
Are you good or are you bad? Oh God! Okay.
No, I always say, like, when it comes to like channels I've already debunked or other people have debunked, I say, what's the point in doing it over and over again? Well, that clip, I just noticed something. So I'm just going to show you. That's the glass area there. So I'm going to go frame by frame, and you'll see a movement. And the movement means there's a mask, okay? When the glass just leaves the top shelf. Now, hopefully you can see that. My big fat head's in the way. But you can't. In fact, I'm going to move. Right, so you will, from one frame to the next, you'll see that entire cupboard area, shelving area I should say, shift down a bit. And it's basically the exact same way I showed in my exact same masking tutorial Now, when you add a mask in and if you haven't lined it up correctly, it will shift, because I'm going to show you first. All right, so this is me going back frame by frame. So it doesn't shift until that glass leaves the shelf. Hopefully you can see it now. Hopefully the video is not going to be compressed too much. But it is shifting. And it's basically, when you insert a mask with a fixed camera, when you put a mask in, I'm not going to do it now, but when you put a mask in, if the part you want the mask out, you will record the blank slate first, like of the room you want to do the mask in. Then you'll do your action, movement, whatever, you know, pull in the glass, and then you will mask that back into the original footage. But then once you obviously want to interact with that area again, you'll mask out the footage you've already shot. And that's where you need to, if they're not aligned correctly, you'll see that shift from one frame to the next. And that's exactly what you're seeing there. There you go, you can see a lot more there. As soon as that glass leaves that top shelf, the original footage blends back in. That's the exact same way I did my moving of the shelf in my kitchen. It's the same thing. It's because they haven't lined the mask back up correctly. And that's that. And once again, it's paranormies. That's all I should have really said. It's paranormies. So, moving on.
This next snippet of footage was uploaded to Reddit by user StayRB89. The Redditor claims that when they were young, they used to be followed around by a ghostly older man that only they could see. This clip was captured in the early 90s. The uploader's grandparents owned a pub. It was early morning, around 7:30 AM, while the pub was being cleaned for the upcoming day's service. The OP's mum was filming on a new camcorder the family had just purchased. Look at what was captured.
So much part. I just saw it, right, and I am going to admit, as soon as I saw it, it did send the hairs on the back of my neck up a bit. But what a load of bollocks. Did you see it? There he is.
The clip is short and the quality's poor, but if you slow it down, there is something chilling hiding in the footage. On the left-hand side is the uploader when they were young, crawling on the floor. You can just see their head come into frame. Now, on the right-hand side of the shot is something a little more unsettling. Just behind one of the columns is the face of an older man. Before
we assume that's a ghost, I want to see what the father looks like. Because I think they're trying to say that creepy little guy peeking out from the pillar was the following man or something. And, you know, they're trying to remember from over 30 years ago. I can't remember what I done last week, let alone 30 years ago. So, they're saying there was no one there, I swear. But, again, you're taking their word on it. Maybe they're just trying to make a creepy ghost video. And, they had a new camcorder, so they're going around, and maybe one of the family members, probably their dad, was like, I gotta mess around. I gotta fart about, see if you can see me. I'm not saying that is the case, but again, that is one of the logical jumps you should make as before you even get to it's the following man. But anyway, it did give me the hairs on the back of my neck when I first saw it. But
your take on this strange piece of footage.
But like I said, you're obviously going on their word that nobody was there at the time.
Comment section. In November 2013, something was captured on camera that caused quite a stir.
Virgin Mary caught on camera.
Maureen Kent was attending a service at Our Lady of Perpetual Help when she decided to snap a picture of the ornate setup inside the church. When she glanced at the photo, she was stunned at what she saw. Looking at the photos, you can see a bright white figure hovering over the altar. Whatever it is, it's right beside the host, which Catholics believe is the true body of Christ.
Now, to be honest with you, I don't really know what to say about this. It could be a glare of something there and they messed around with the photo, but it does go behind the altar. So, I don't know if it's doctored. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. There's clearly light being refracted onto the altar itself. You can see that. But then if there was something there that bright, physically that bright, the entire area would be blown out. And I mean blown out as in overexposed. To be honest, I'm looking at it now, and to be honest, it does look added in, to be quite honest. Because there's like slight light bleed on the edges, but nothing around it is reflected. I know it's got that there, but that is easily added in. I don't know. I don't know enough about that photograph. When it comes to photographs, it's really hard to distinguish between stupidly fake and a malfunction of the film, because this was obviously 2013. I don't think it was I'm not going to say this was a digital photo. It could still be a film, like a Polaroid or a film photograph. I don't know. Right, it could 100% be a digital photograph as well, which is very easy to add stuff in like that. That's all I can really say about that. Photographs are really hard to analyze, to be honest with you, when it comes to this kind of stuff. I have done a couple of photographs in the past on a couple of videos, which I think my opinions are pretty good on them. But this particular one, it could absolutely be added in, because it does go behind the altar, but it's not reflecting any light, but it's reflecting apparently light onto the altar. But obviously that would mean that something is physically casting light right there, right now. So that could be messing with the photograph. It's the number of things you could say about that. Like I said, it's not enough to go on, unfortunately. So I'm just going to move on.
This is an old clip from Christmas Eve 2006, uploaded to YouTube by Cara Densau. It shows several young girls playing around with a Ouija board.
Okay. Ashley, can you move the chair for us?
After asking some questions, something unsettling happens. Watch.
Okay.
We better hurry. Our pancakes ready.
Will you move it for us now before we go get our pancakes?
Pancakes are ready.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. Yeah.
Watching that again after they ask a spirit called Ashley to move the chair.
I think they're just messing about, because I don't know why in the beginning they asked for the chair to be moved and it started to move to the yes, and one of them just puts the planchette back to the middle. I don't know why. Maybe they wanted to take two. I don't know. I just didn't edit it out of the video. Watch now. So
Can you move the chair for us?
they ask the question, it starts going to yes. Then the girl picks it up and puts it back.
Asking some questions, something unsettling happens. Watch.
Okay.
We better hurry. Our pancakes ready.
Will you move it for us now before we go get our pancakes?
Oh my gosh, Kiara.
And then there's a cut as well, by the way. There's a cut, plain as day. I shouldn't even have to point that out.
Yeah.
And you can't see above or below the chair. I mean, maybe they both messing about. Maybe just one of them is messing about to freak her mate out. But that's what it looks like to me. I remember when I was a kid, I tried a Ouija board. We made our own Ouija board. I think I was like 10 or 11 years old. And we were in school doing it in the school hallway. It was on our break time. And we were doing the Ouija boards. We had like a pen as a planchette. It was so stupid. We had a pen. And we would move. I can't remember what we were asking, but I do remember specifically that we were staring at the pen, all of us. We were trying to do it for real, by the way. We weren't farting about. We were trying to do it for real. And then the pen sort of wiggled. And if you didn't realise how much poop came out of us, we ran like hell. We shit ourselves. We ran like hell out that hallway, and we didn't go back to that hallway for about 10 minutes. Freaked us the hell out. Freaked us out. We had a good laugh doing it, mind, but when we were doing it, the double doors were open. I specifically remember the double doors were open, and it could have been just a piece of wind wiggled the pen a bit. But I'll never forget that. That was the one and only time I've ever done a Ouija board. It was quite funny. And like I said, when you're kids, you want to mess around. One of you wants to freak your mate out. It's always a good thing. But I don't know. It's not like, once again, you can't see what's above the chair or below the chair. So I'm just going to move on.
No Kaleidoscope 417 uploaded this pic to our Slaptam subreddit, asking the community whether or not there's something more to the seemingly innocent photo. In the photo, we can see the OP's daughter and niece posing for the camera. In the foreground is their sister-in-law's phone, which is also taking a snap of the girls. At first, the family didn't notice anything, but in the photo on the phone in the foreground, there's 2 extra faces in the image. The first and most prominent face in the photo is that of an older man. The family immediately recognised the face as their grandfather, who had just passed away 2 months prior to this photo being taken. Take a look at this comparison photo. Although the photo on the right is blurry, there is indeed a resemblance to their granddad. The second face is a little less defined, but some of the family believes it also looks like their grandmother. Here's a comparison.
What I will say, phones today, they have this HD setting, whereas it'll take multiple photos and it'll pick the best one. But if you move in at the time, it'll create like double exposures or like crappy things. That's what I think is going on there. That's all I'm going to say. But what I will say, I hope it is the grandfather and the grandmother. I really do. Genuinely do. That's all I'm going to say about that one. So, but anyway, that was freaky footage that leaves viewers baffled. I enjoyed that one. It wasn't like these ones are never debunking ones. These are always breakdown analysis. I forgot to say at the beginning, so I'm going to get some shit in this video probably until if they ever get this far. It's not a debunking video, but I'm not going to put it in the beginning. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. And like I said, I am going to try and make a couple of videos over the next few days to try and catch up with my absence, because I've been ill, lost my voice, stuff. But anyway, leave a like if you like this video, leave a sub if you're new to my channel. I do these quite often, and I will be back very soon. Don't know when, don't know how. And hopefully another video with Rich soon as well, because he's been ill, I've been ill. It's been ridiculous. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.